Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for a midweek reading. We're going to see what the energy is for the remaining week and the weekend. And before I start, I want to prepare you all. We are coming to a close with this year, and what I do every year for all of my clients, and I didn't have YouTube this time last year, so I'm offering this to all of my viewers. If you would like a 12-month spread. So it's a spirit animal for every single month of the next year and a description of each animal. It's super inexpensive. I always price it out. I do this for all my clients. I always price it out whatever the year is. So if the year is 2022, it's $20.22. If it's 2023, $20.23. So you can just reserve your spot by Venmoing or PayPaling me below. Everything's linked below. And then when you send me payment, send me your name and your email, and then I will email you a full spread. So it'll look like a clock. The center card will be your overall 2023 animal. And let me tell you how spot on these animals are. These predictions are insane. It's like, I can't even tell you how crazy it is. There's certain animals that say you're going to get money, and those were my biggest abundance months from 2022. Certain animals will say that you'll be in your feminine energy more, and you'll be receiving more, and you'll be resting more, and it will match the energy for that month for you. So you almost get a glimmer into each month of the future. So if you would like that, and it looks like a clock. So the center card is your overall. The 12 o'clock position would be January, 1 o'clock would be February, 2 March, and so on. So then each card represents the month for you. And what I like to do, throat chakra's already going nuts, guys. Moving the energy. Holy cow. That was like 4 in a row. What I like to do is I get a desk calendar, and you know how you have all the days blocked off, or they're in blocks, and then the right side there's a little note section. Every month I put down whatever animal I have, and then I put down the characteristics from the description that I'm going to give you. And so it's like the whole month, while I'm keeping track of clients and income and all this stuff on my calendar, I'm always seeing the right side of the calendar, and I'm seeing how things are happening. Is this like, say you get the dolphin one month, and the dolphin means a blessing is on the way. And maybe on the 16th of the month, you get the best news that maybe you're going to be a grandmother, or maybe you're going to be an aunt, or maybe you're the one that's pregnant. That could mean a blessing, like a baby's on the way. It could mean a blessing like money is on the way. And on your calendar, you're going to track what happens that month and see if it matches the animal. And I guarantee you, at the end of every month, you're going to look back and you're going to go, oh my gosh, that animal was spot on. It was predicting what was coming. Okay, so if you're interested in a full year spread, send the payment down. Send the payment that I have linked down below. PayPal, Venmo, $20.23. Send me your email, and then I will email you the spread. Okay. And I'm so used to filming, and then I like mess up, and I quickly just keep going because I know I'm going to edit it. So I almost just did that. I don't know if you guys noticed that I messed up my words, and I was like, oh, I'll edit this, but I don't edit my readings. They are all free flow. So let's open some sacred space. My guides had me grab Creating Money, so I'm going to pull a page from that. But I just got really excited again about the animal spread, because it is so fun to get an animal for every single month of the upcoming year. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Please bless me and all of my viewers. Please give us the messages that we need to hear today. And I just heard the animals, pull the animal deck. Okay, I'm on it, guys. Feeling a little heavy chest. So if anybody out there is feeling a little heaviness in your chest, give it a little rub. Take a deep breath. Exhale it all the way out. When you breathe, just a little tip that helps me. I breathe in through my nose, and my belly pushes out. And then I exhale. You can exhale through, or you can go either way. It's a great release, but breathing is so important for your nervous system, just to relax it, to get it ready for whatever you're looking to hear tonight. But yes, breathing, breathing, breathing. As soon as I have a habit, I've never really shared this before, maybe I should. While I'm cooking, when I grab food out of the fridge, every time I shut my fridge, I force myself to breathe. So that I'm in a calm state when I'm about to prepare food. Because as you know, when we are preparing food, there's a certain energy that's going into the food, a certain vibration. Is it love? Is it panic? Is it rush? Is it stress? And then you're putting that food into your body. And now what do you have? You have this energy in your body, and it was created with frustration and stress. So some of my little tricks that I do around my house are every time I open the fridge and close it, I force myself to breathe. That's what mine sound like. Every time I get in my car, my Jeep, hands on the wheel, drop my shoulders, Michelle, and breathe. My mentor taught me that every time we breathe, it's like we have a really full water bottle throughout the day, and it's filled up with stress and all these things that can kind of jump into our day and affect our nervous system. Every time we breathe, we're dumping out a little bit more of that water. So it's not so overfilled. Okay. And I'm going to stutter a lot. I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to stutter a lot. We're not going to manifest that. But if I stutter a lot, it's because I just filmed a bunch of content. So normally when I am working, my words start to get jumbled like a couple hours in. So I apologize if I stumble across my words. But anyway, the breathing is huge. If you are not breathing at different points throughout your day, start doing it. Do it at the fridge, do it in the seat of your car, do it before you get in the shower, do it before you go to bed, maybe on commercial breaks. Always recognizing how your body is feeling. Okay, let's do this. Archangel Michael, actually, no, we're going to do animals. I forgot. Sorry. As soon as I said his name, he made me think of the animals. Okay, we have the hyena. He's funny tonight. You got jokes, my man Mike. He's got jokes. The hyena makes light of every situation. It makes light during the dark. And that's why we have the moon that's two-toned. Could also mean eclipse energy. I don't know if we have any eclipses. I'm pretty sure eclipse season is over. Ooh, we have the elephant. These guys are matching with their shades, but the elephant kind of moves through life without anxiety. He's steady, he's calm, he doesn't let much affect him. He's very grounded. He believes in a higher power. His third eye is open, if you can see, and he's holding a torch. You see the little torch down here? He's lighting the way. So let's get more messages on that. Is humor leading the way? Somebody, I just heard, somebody in your life makes you laugh, and they ground you, and they make you feel so amazing, and you're missing them. I'm hearing that somebody's missing somebody that makes them laugh. So if this applies to you, or maybe your special person misses you and you're somebody who's really funny and you're just always bringing light to a situation, whether it's dark or not. And it's almost like I just heard a perfect match. So it's like these two are the perfect match. Maybe one's really grounded and calm and peaceful, and the other one's like sassy and funny and always making light. Thank you, guides. That was cute. Okay, yeah, we have the owl card. So if you guys get an owl card, so let's talk about the spread real fast. The 12-month spread. If you were to get the elephant card, I would say this would be a month where you need to ground yourself and you're being shown the way. And also, elephants can kind of overcome any obstacle. So this could also mean that this month there might be a tough conversation that you have to have, but you're going to plow right through it, and you're going to be a boss, and you're going to speak your truth, and you're going to be vulnerable, and you're going to light the way. You're going to show your partner, your person, whoever it is you're speaking your truth to, you're showing them how to do it because they've never done it before. So that would be like an interpretation for a month that I would give you. So these are examples of how the monthly spread will go. The owl card, so say you get an owl card for 1 month, I would say money is on the way. A boon or a treasure is on the way. That's what this card means. And the owl does not get flustered. So this always reminded me when I was on my leap of faith, and And just to let you guys know, I filmed a video sharing my leap of faith when I quit my job to start my like spiritual business. When I was on my leap of faith, I had to be like an owl. I had to always know, oh my gosh, throat chakra. I had to always know that through the darkness, I could stay awake and see the light and know that something was always on the way. Something was always going to light the path for me. So challenges, obstacles, you are being shown that there's a boon or a treasure on the way. Whatever tough thing that you've been through. I just heard somebody has been through the biggest obstacle of their lifetime. It is so darkest before dawn right now. That's what this energy is. Somebody's been through it and they've been going through obstacle after obstacle, and they've had to revamp things and redo things and leave things and start new jobs that they didn't necessarily want to start. And now the universe is saying, you're about to get your treasure. The owl is saying your treasure is coming. It's going to all make sense one day. Everything is just I'm just hearing click, click, click. Everything is going to click into place on why that thing you created or that path that you thought you were meant to go down, why it didn't work out. There was a reason for it. You weren't meant to go that way. And there was an obstacle, but it was a divine detour, I just heard. So it was a divine detour. And then we have a firefly. This is almost like this glimmer of just like, ooh, I have this idea. Should I do it? Yes. It's saying your idea is going to be so big and so massive, it is going to light up a dark sky. You are lighting the way. Awesome. So good. Okay, let's pick a page. I feel like I need to meditate after my long day of filming. All right, we have the chapter page, section 3, creating your life's work. You can do what you love, discovering your life's work. You have what it takes, believing in yourself, trusting the flow, moving to your higher path. Let's turn to the first page and see what it says. It says, you can do what you love. You are a special, unique person, and you have a meaningful contribution to make to the world. Every person is born with a purpose. This is a reason why you are here. You have a role to play that no one else on the planet could fill. This special contribution you came to make is your life's work. When you are doing that work, you are following your higher path. Your life will be filled with increasing joy, abundance, and well-being. As I do what I love, money and abundance flow freely to me. So how beautiful is that? When you do what you love, you take a leap of faith, you move through obstacles, you surrender to the path, you let the universe is your elephant, and it is lighting the way. It's showing you which direction to go in by giving you feelings in your body. And if you don't know what those feelings are, get outside in nature, ground yourself, and tune in to hear what your thoughts are telling you. I always like to teach my clients, your intuition is the first thought that you think of. You know, do I want an apple or a banana? First thought. Or what do I want to eat? First thought. That's your body and your intuition speaking to you. The second, third, and fourth thought are going to be your ego trying to find a better one. This one will sound better. If if a teacher's asking you a question and you have the first thought, is possibly the answer to the question, but then you have another voice come in and say, no, what if you're wrong? You'll be so stupid. Don't say that. And then you don't say the answer. Always follow that first thought. Holy cow. And I just heard the first thought is the firefly. It's that I have an idea to do something. It's like you got to grab that firefly and be like, okay, I'm going to hold on to this energy and I'm going to let it build and I'm going to let it build. And when you have that thought, that might be your life's work. That might be that little glimmer, that little intuition saying, hey, leave this job to go do this thing. And you can trust that whisper. Okay. You can trust it. And I wore my key earrings today. There's no hearts, but it's just a sweet little key because I just feel like there's new doors opening this week. I really feel it. I feel like there's new opportunities coming. Somebody is expanding and growing and healing and coming into a newer version of themselves. Okay, Side note, I created my own new deck. This is my first one, the Ever Unfolding Heart. I created this back in January after I quit my job last year. It was something that poured through me once I finally had some time and space to breathe, stuttering again. But I just created a new deck. It's called Micah Magic. It's named after my daughter, and it's all like manifestation messages and motivational messages, angel numbers. It's really beautiful, and I cannot wait for it to arrive so I can use it in all of my readings. Okay, the message that we just got, here we go into a love reading. You guys know this happens all the time. Your soulmate is wondering what your love language is. Do you even know? Let's find out and tell them. Physical touch, quality time, acts of service, words of affirmation, and gifts. And this is funny that this came up because I had my two nieces, one's in high school and one's in middle school. They both slept over on Saturday night, and it was so fun. We did all the things, we painted, we danced, and we were laying in bed. We were talking about love language. I think we were laying in bed, or maybe we were laying on the couch and we were all just hanging out. And I was just asking, oh no, it was the next morning. We were laying in bed and Anna slept on the couch and she ended up coming in and we were talking about love languages. And I was asking them, like, what do you think your brother's love language is? What's your love language? And then my little 11-year-old niece, Eva, she's so kind. She was like, Shushi, what's your love language? And I was like, thank you for asking me that. I was like, nobody ever asked me anything. Not that I need it, but it's just a fact. Like, I'm the person that always asks people questions all the time, and I'm always poking them because I essentially want to trick them into learning more about who they are. And I essentially want to know more about my clients. And as a coach, it's kind of like what we do. We poke them to help them discover more of who they are. So when she asked me, I was like, thanks for asking. But my love language is 100% when somebody thinks to do something for me when I'm not around. And it's usually like creative and fun and like really sweet. And I used to love when I used to teach, my students would leave me little Post-it notes like underneath my keyboard. And I would find it like weeks later, but they would date it and they would leave their name. Some of them would do like anonymous gifts. I just loved walking to my classroom and seeing a gift on the table. So I'm not so much a gifts person because I don't really want things. I want the act. I want somebody thinking to do something for me. Another piece of my love language, which I've never experienced in my entire life, is coming home from like a long day of work or readings, or maybe coming home from a Reiki session and a bath already being prepped with rose petals, maybe like my favorite drink or my favorite snack on like a little stand next to the tub. And that would be like a dream for me. So I guess acts of service would be me, acts of service and gifts, like doing something for me when I'm not ready for it and like surprising me. That would be like the ultimate. I also love written notes. So I think I'm a words of affirmation person. So I'm sharing all of this because I'm hoping that you guys will start to determine what your love language is. And essentially, I honestly am so into all of this. I'll take anything. If anybody's doing any sort of act of love, I will appreciate it. If somebody is saying that I'm beautiful, I will look them in the eye and appreciate that their brain thought to say that to me. So maybe this is a message for somebody out there that maybe you're looking for love. Yeah, okay. I just got why I got this card. Somebody is in a relationship and you're expecting your partner to love you a certain way, and they're loving you another way, but you're not seeing it. So your partner might be somebody that does the dishes for you, that takes your car to go get gas. Maybe they are telling you that you're wonderful, but that's not your love language. So it doesn't feel good to you. My advice is, how can you see it differently? And how can you see that they're trying? They're doing the best they can with the tools that they have. And this is how they were taught to love. And this is what their experiences shape them into, it's how it shaped them. So how can we just accept them for how they are, right? And then voice your opinion and or your needs, and say, hey, it would really make me feel good if you could take me out for dinner, because I love quality time with you. I actually like that more than you filling up my car with gas. And you speak your truth and you tell them what your needs are. And first, you kind of have to find out what it is that you love. Like, Do you, as you're sitting here watching this, are you able to write down a list right now and list all the ways that you want to experience love? I like to call it experience love, not to receive love, because it's an experience, it's an act. I like to experience somebody doing something for me, surprising me, thinking of me when I'm not around. I also love texting like funny messages and intimate messages. And I just think it's so fun. And I'm always curious to like, who am I going to end up with and what's their love language going to be? And am I going to be good at doing it for them? Like I always have this like, you know, I hope I'm good. So maybe I'm sensing somebody else in a new partnership and they're wanting to be the best. Well, guess what? You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to fear not being the best. Just be who you are, ask them what their love language is, educate them on it, and then speak to each other and communicate your needs. Because communication is the foundation. Okay, if you can't communicate, it's not going anywhere. And it's going to go, if it goes anywhere, it's going to go south. Okay, let's get another card, another animal card. Okay, we had one that flipped. Oh, we have the bear card. I love this one. And elephants at the bottom of the deck. Grounding. All right, the bear card. I have like a weird obsession with like polar bears and bears. I got, when I was in Lake Tahoe, after my daughter passed away, I took like a solo trip to Lake Tahoe a couple years later. And I got this bear sticker. It's like psychedelic. It's awesome. It's got all these different colors. It's on the back of my Jeep. So I have a bear sticker on the back of my Jeep. I have little bear dishes in my house. I have a bear dish in my makeup drawer with all of my mascara in it. I don't know why I'm obsessed with bears, but anytime I get this card, I just think of myself. And I was in the TJ Maxx and I was walking and I saw the first bear dish that I ever bought. And I was like, why am I drawn to this? Like, I have no connection to bears, but I was like, it was like Micah was speaking through me, maybe mama bear, I don't know. But bears are just meaningful to me. So anytime anybody gets a bear card, I know I'm connected to them in some way. And I know it's a message that is really, really powerful. And this says, you are the light. It is safe to step fully into your light. So this means come out of hibernation. You're allowed to come out and start your spiritual business. You're allowed to start showing your partner who you really are. You're allowed to speak your truth. And this could also mean like exercising too, because I always think of hibernation as like a stagnant time. Maybe you have like a few months where you're just like off track, but it was meant to be. So don't beat yourself up. But now it's time to get moving again. It's time to get that energy flowing. This could also mean for me, September and October were really like restful months. I just felt like I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to keep sleeping. It was like my little hibernation. And now I feel so invigorated and I'm ready to like do my mission all over again. And I'm sure you've seen it on my channel. I'm like surging and pumping out videos nonstop again. So I just feel like we go through those highs and lows and they're perfect and they're meant to be. So for this week, somebody's coming out of hibernation. Maybe somebody's going to be speaking their truth to you. Okay, we're going to use the Muse deck as our final messages because I'm getting a little tired. I'm sorry if you want this to keep going, and thank you for those of you that commented on my last video and you were like, keep going with the reading. All right, we have the Strength card. I just heard somebody has come so far, like that beginning message with the elephant. You've been through so many obstacles. You have the strength of a lion. You have the courage of a lion. You've taken leaps of faith. You've done all of these things. And when I get this card, I think about somebody on a journey to just find their match, to find their true partner, to find their mission. And finally, she's resting on this lion and she's like, I found my home. My home is in you. Your home is in you. It's in who you are and what you're doing and your service and your body and how you move it and how you feed it and your home and what you do with it. It's like your entire experience here in your own bubble is the Strength card. And I said bubble and she's got like a moon behind her. So it's like you enduring this journey to come more and more home to who you are. And when you come home to who you are, you find your match. And your match is just as strong as you. and you're so proud. I just had this vision of somebody standing next to their partner being like, this is my partner. And this is what they've been through in their life. And they're fucking awesome. Like I just had that energy about me. So somebody out there, you're going to be so proud of the person that you end up with. You're going to want to share them with everybody. You're not going to want to keep them small. You're going to want them to be out in the world, out in the wild. And you're going to be on top of them like they are protecting you. They're going to protect you. And maybe they're finally coming out to say, hey, let's do this together. And we have 9 of inspiration. This is 9 of wands. I'm just going to show you the picture and then I'm going to analyze it too, because I've never seen this card before. I'm going to see what messages come through. Non-stop burping, lots of energy moving. Yeah, I just feel like she's this, like, it's like the wind is blowing her dress all over the place. And she is just taking it in. She's calm, she's patient, she knows she's right on the brink. So 10 of wands is like the ending to the ending that's leading to a brand new beginning. It's like you've come so far, you're so close. This is the you're so close card. And she knows that she's like I just heard she's in the middle of like a windstorm and everything's moving around her, but she is steady. She is not moving because she knows whatever is blowing by her is meant to leave her. And as she steps into the 10 of wands, which is the next card, that is the ending. It's everything that's no longer serving her gone. It's over. It's a brand new start. And she's just waiting for it to happen. So this is somebody waiting for an ending to happen and they're so close, but the ending is not a sad thing. It is going to be the most beautiful moment of your life. Something that you've waited for a really, really, really long time. It's coming home to who you are and finding your match. And then I just heard doing your mission. All right, last card. What else about this ending? Okay, we have 2, lots of pentacles, 6 of pentacles, and then we have Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Materials, 6 of Materials. And the 6 of Materials, I feel like is equal give and take. Well, I know it is because that's how the tarot interprets it, but look at this. It's a perfect match, which is just what I said. Your person is going to be your perfect match. It's a complete mirror and you're going to give each other exactly what you've always wanted and you're going to receive exactly what you've always desired. They're going to know exactly what you want, even down to the bedroom. They're just going to know. You're not going to have to tell them because that's how much of a mirror you are. I just heard it's just going to flow. It's just going to be this energy. And I just saw 2 people crying in bed. So when you're with your partner, you're going to be crying because it's like you literally found each other after lifetimes of being, or maybe this lifetime searching for them. And you finally found each other and you're just going to cry because you get to finally be together. And then the Queen of Pentacles is somebody, I just heard both of you are going to be so abundant. You are going to be the King and Queen of Pentacles. And maybe this is more feminine energy because we have roses. So if roses mean anything to you, or flowers, which kind of remind me of these, a very, very abundant relationship and a very, very abundant life. And it's because you work together to create it. You're doing your mission work is together. Whatever couple this is for, you guys are going to work together to create something in this world, and you're coming out of hibernation to do it together. And your person wants to know how to love you best. They want to be the best at loving you. And that's going to feel so good because I know so many of my clients are out there waiting for the one, including myself. I just had some fear surface this morning about thinking that I'm going to have to settle. And maybe I'm not going to find the person that I can be completely free with and that I can do my mission with. And we can lay in bed and talk about changing the world together. And I have so many lists oh my gosh, since 2014, I've created a dream partner list. And this list has evolved over and over and over again. Maybe in the next reading, I'll read it. I think I read it back a year ago in one of my morning messages on when I first started doing YouTube, but it was just, I started to educate people to create a dream partner list on how you want to feel. So how is this person going to make you feel, and how are you going to feel in their arms, in their home, in your home with them? Do you want to feel seen? Do you want to feel heard? Do you want to feel appreciated? Do you want to feel invigorated? Do you want to feel calm? For me, my person, one of the first things I think of is mission driven. They're going to have to understand my drive. I have a very, very strong drive to do my mission. They're going to need to ground me because sometimes I can go too much and I need to rest more. They also have to be okay with leaps of faith and resting. And because there's some days where I don't work for like 2 days and I nap and I lay by the pool and I just totally nurture myself. And I've always felt like, am I going to find a man that's going to be okay with me doing that? Like if money's tight, are they going to be like, Michelle, why are you sleeping? That's like a non-negotiable. I need a partner that's going to say, hey babe, go sleep and work on your vibration because I know you're magic and you're going to create something awesome for us. So some of my non-negotiables, well, they're all on a list and I have it perfectly all written and I refine it each time I date somebody and learn something new or learn something that I don't want. But obviously the basics, loyalty, integrity, somebody that I'm really, really proud of, somebody who stretches me and pushes me to grow, because I actually have like an insatiable hunger to grow. So I'm feeling that somebody else who's watching this right now, this is you. You have this insatiable hunger to grow and you cannot tolerate dating people who don't. You can't date somebody who's just okay with like, I don't know what to call it, what they're okay with not growing. You just can't be in partnership. It's not an energetic match. They will never understand you and your way of life. So this message is for somebody. Be sure to hold that boundary and don't settle. You know, if you're thinking the thought, which I have to remind myself of this, if I'm thinking the thought of there's something out there that I want, I have to believe it exists. Because guess what? If I love the way that I love, which I think is pretty freaking awesome, then there has to be a match out there. That equal give and take. Same thing for you. If you've been with people that have not appreciated you, start appreciating yourself and you will magnetize that partner to you. They do exist. Trust me. I have multiple friends, family members who have met their divine partner, their divine match. And it's like this. It's an equal give and take, open communication. It's a sacred, sacred union. And it's everything you've ever dreamt of. Every box is checked off. All right, lovies, I'm going to go rest because I've been going and going and going. And you can tell by all of the burping and the stuttering that I am energetically cooked. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening, morning, day, night, whatever it is for you. I'm sending you all the love in the entire world, and I hope you have a wonderful night. I almost lost my train of thought. I'm cooked. All right, sleep tight, lovies, or have a great day.